guys, Sid Typhoon here. It's a beautiful day in Hawaii. Got a little project today I thought I'd share with you. I recently had my G-Shock get really badly scratched, so I decided to replace the crystal, and I took it out. Here it is. I'll tell you the size of that in a little bit. So I replaced it with the Sapphire crystal. Really happy with it. It's great. Looks perfect until you get it in the dark. You notice that there's actually dust inside the watch. So I'm gonna have to open it up and clean it out. I'll show you guys how I do that today, and then I'll share with you where I got this crystal from, and hope you enjoy it. See you in a bit. So when I replaced the crystal on this G-Shock watch, I wasn't very careful about dust, and I'm sure I allowed it to get in there. And I'm sure it became statically charged. It's so dry in there, it just attracted all the dust that might have been on the face and elsewhere in the watch. You can see the model number of this one. It's actually a GA-100 analog and digital. Another thing I might have done wrong last time is I used cotton gloves. And nice and clean and everything, but there is a little lint in there. And I think some of that might have gotten into that mechanism, and I wasn't very careful. Also, last time I didn't use any power duster or anything, so I'm going to go ahead and use this today as well. And as you saw, I live in a pretty moist environment, so what I usually do is just before I close the watch back up again, I usually hit it with a hairdryer and get everything nice and toasty warm and dry, and then close it up one final time. So I'll show you how to do that as well. Hopefully today we'll just need a little screwdriver to take the back off, and maybe a couple tweezers to take the mechanism out. I'm going to also get a glass out so I can just cover, a small cup just to cover up the mechanism when I do get it out. Be right back. Here we go. Got a glass to cover up the movement when I get it out. I've got black nitrile gloves on, completely lint free. So all we have to do here is take a pretty normal 0.5 or so Phillips screwdriver, and I like to just loosen everything up just a little bit first. Not scratch things up too bad. Just blast those out of there. Favorite tweezers. Get this away. That away. I'll just flip that back over. And then we'll just start tweezing on the edge here. Just kind of plastic. Get that out of the way. I've got the movement already loose, you saw that probably. I'm just going to flip it over and let gravity put it in my hand. It's pretty close. Safe and safe. Now, let's see about that crystal. Yeah, I can see it in there for sure. Let's just give it a shot of this and see what happens. If you get too aggressive, it'll cause condensation. That's okay, I'll put that O-ring back on there. I don't think it's gotten it. That's better. So I'm using the reflection of the window, the sunlight outside, to look on the surface. I still see a little bit of dust. Most of it's gone now. A little more aggressive. I'm trying to see that one last piece there. Oh, and I see a piece of lint right here. I don't know if you can see that. Oh boy, yeah, that doesn't help at all. Get that out of there. It's in the button. So try to push the button. There we go. I'm always tempted to wash. That's probably not the best idea. That's pretty good. think that's pretty good. It's really hard to see that dust until you get it in the dark with the inner light, then you can really see it. Oh yeah, I still see there's dust on there. Okay, we're gonna get a little more aggressive. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Got some technical grade alcohol here I'll be using. The most lint-free thing I could find is a brand new microfiber cloth. So I'll be using that for a final wipe. And then I've got Q-tips. I know they're gonna leave lint, but at least it won't leave the dust, which is what I'm seeing right now. I don't know if I can get that visible to you there. Might be able to see that at certain angles. It's just a few little dots. I'm sure you saw it on the night picture. Here we go. So we're just gonna take a wee bit of that. The trick here is not too much, so I'm just gonna dab off some. It's way too much still. No danger of scratching it. It might hurt a coating if there's one in there. I think it's not coated though. Okay, I'm trying to get a new surface here. There's a lot of things to catch on in that chapter ring in there, so I have to kind of just work it around. And then the other side's a little dirty as well, so I'm going to just get that cleaned off so I can actually see what I've got here. Okay. Get the reflection. Oh yeah. That seems to have done it. It's completely clean now. So when I got the brand new Sapphire, I didn't clean it at all, and I didn't really look at it too closely. I just assumed it would be perfect. It really wasn't. Now let's get this baby back together. Make sure we don't leave anything in there. Okay, yeah, I've picked off all the pieces of Q-tip I left in there before. I did clean everything but the Sapphire, thinking that was perfect. So that's good now. Let's get the mechanism. Sorry, the movement here. Okay, now the trick here is to get it in the right orientation. So this movement, we've got up like this, buckle up. It's going to go like that roughly. Sometimes the buttons don't let you put it in right away, so sometimes you have to kind of mess around with the tabs where the buttons connect, and that's pretty good there. Let's verify here. Even matching, and it seems to register in there, so we'll be okay there. Now this one, just pay attention to the fact that the alarm actuator here goes into a slot here. It's pretty easy to get the orientation right there. That falls right into place. Snaps in nicely. Okay. The O-ring is in good shape. Just gonna wipe it down and put it in that groove. Okay, that's pretty good. Danger would be to lose that, but I need to get things dried out better before I close it up, so I'm going to just get this going on low, warm everything up, and then reassemble again one more time while it's hot. There we go. Just going to blow the dust away first. Get some hot air inside there a little bit. There we go. I'll just leave that for about a few minutes. Be right back. Okay guys, it's been about 3 minutes now. Go ahead and shut this off. It's been about 3 minutes now. I'm just going to make sure that O-ring is happy in there. And that is good right there. Beauty. And then, just for good measures, I'm going to get in there. It's real dry air. Dust free. And even, maybe even seal some in there, but anyway, there we go. Okay. Now I'm just going to hold down some pressure on that just to make sure everything is squared away and that O-ring is happy. And I'm going to just put a couple of screws in here. Just take it down to almost snug. I'll get one opposite corner in there as well. Now, my friends, it's going to seal this watch up. And get some pressure there. And there. And before I go any further, I'm just going to make sure, it's probably too late for that O-ring if I did pinch it, but it's okay. And then have a look here. And that looks super clean now. I think I can probably live with this now. I'll put the other two screws back in there and go give it a test in the dark room. Be right back. So this is the original mineral crystal from the G-Shock GA-100. You might be able to see the scratches on there and why I decided to change it. You can also see the marks from it being in the case for so long on the front surface there. I believe it was oriented about like that, something like that. So once you get this out, if you're interested in doing this yourself, just get yourself a crystal press. It's a pretty cheap thing. Comes with a bunch of different dies. So choose the right ones that it doesn't damage the chapter ring or anything else on the watch. And gently press that sucker hard out of there, and then putting the new one in is equally as hard. A little pressure, you'll need this tool. The original one was 35 millimeters by 2.8 millimeters thick, and I couldn't find anything exactly like that, but having a little extra thickness here doesn't hurt a bit. In fact, it's still, it's resting on that plastic just there nicely, and it does show the bevel on the edge of the Sapphire right there and there, so you can see it fits in there really nicely. Here's the source I got it from via eBay, 35 by 3 millimeters. It's a sapphire crystal. It's a flat, no AR coating or anything, and it really doesn't need an AR coating. It's fine without it. Really happy with that job, and it's beautiful now. Hope you enjoyed that. If you like it, give me a like and a subscribe, and I have a lot more technical things coming up to show you. I've got 3 more watches on the table there today that need batteries. You don't need to see that. Thanks for tuning in. Talk to you later. Bye. So if you appreciated that video, if that helped you at all, give me a like. If you subscribe, you're going to see a lot more highly technical videos of what you can do at home with minimal tools, fun projects. I have a lot of hobbies. We work on cars, watches, electronics, computers, any kind of home appliance, or anything else that's fun. So stay tuned. See you soon. Aloha.